Welcome everyone, this is Shannon Thomas from Natural Wellness Solutions for Kids. I'm just going to start my live video on Insta, so give me a sec while I set that up. Where do I want to go? I want to go here. So I hope everyone is well. Going to enter my title. So happy Sunday everyone. Natural Active Solutions. So we are doing oil class 5 today, which is Natural Active Solutions for Kids. One of my favorite classes actually to talk about. Alrighty, so Insta is just hooking up, so wait there. Welcome Insta! So today we're talking about natural active solutions for kids. My name is Shannon Thomas and welcome to my business page, Natural Wellness Solutions for Kids. So every Sunday I run a particular oil class on a topic, and this is oil class 5. So I run 8 different classes of different subjects, all at 2 o'clock on a Sunday, and then I've just started doing some during the week as well. But today we're talking about active solutions for our kiddos, because there's a lot of active kiddos, particularly now that most of them have just started back with some sport. They've been allowed to participate in community sports, so it's really important that we support their growing and developing bodies. So let's get to it. So my name is Shannon Thomas. I am mum and wife. Got 2 beautiful boys, Finn and Cody. So Finn is 10 and Cody is 9. So they are basically my inspiration for using essential oils within our family, because I want to look after their mental and emotional well-being. And also we've been using the essential oils for therapeutic purposes as well. So we're getting lots and lots of benefits, and my passion is sharing what works for us as a family with everyone else. So we are going great guns. So I'm really, really excited. And then of course we've got a beautiful husband and dad in Andrew. So we are a family of 4 and we live in Tassie. So let's get started on what we're going to talk about today. So our kiddos are active on a daily basis, and they do need support because they are growing and developing very, very rapidly. And we want to make sure that they do so with ease and comfort. So we're going to talk about motivation, aches, pains, discomforts, muscle soreness, some focus and concentration, helping them breathe easier, pain and inflammation. And we'll also talk a little bit, hi Wendy, about some basic doTERRA information, and I'll let you know about the upcoming classes that I do as well. So there are, I believe, 6 pillars of health for kids to help them maintain and perform at optimal level mentally and emotionally. So those 6 pillars of health are nutrition, sleep, exercise, technology, toxic load, and emotion. So I like to encourage people to look at those particular areas and see where their kiddos need some extra help. Ideally, we want to be balanced in all those areas so that our kiddos are healthy and well. Hi, Wendy. So it's a good way to determine what area you need to work on with your kiddos. So a lot of issues at the moment is sleep and emotions. I covered sleep during the week, so if you have not seen that, please jump back on my Facebook page or Insta. There is a live video about sleep, and also did an emotions class as well. So that's there, a live video, or IGTV on Insta as well. So why do we use doTERRA essential oils? I had always heard that doTERRA was a great high quality essential oil brand, and it was when I went to a workshop that I just fell in love with the oils. I'd always had an interest in essential oils, but I just needed that introduction to doTERRA. So I went to a couple of workshops, fell in love. I bought a sample size pack to get started, and within probably 2 months I went through all of our oils because I was using them daily. I used them up quite quickly, so then I just end up buying a bigger kit which I should have done at the start, but anyway. And we have benefited so much from using doTERRA. They are, I'm just taking my socks off because I'm getting hot, 100% pure therapeutic grade essential oil, so they are the highest quality you can get on the market. The essential oil industry is not regulated, so it's quite common. You'll see lots of essential oils that are sold quite cheaply because they can have 1 drop of essential oil in the bottle. The rest is filled with synthetic fillers, but it can still be classed as 100% essential oil, pure essential oil. So for example, with lavender, you know, it may smell like lavender, but you're actually not getting the benefits that lavender should give you, which is calming and relaxing properties. Okay, so it's really important that you do your research on essential oils and make sure you choose a really high quality brand. So doTERRA is very thoroughly tested. They source the oils from places where the plants and trees grow best. So a lot is in third world countries. But yeah, I encourage you to do your research first. So how do we use essential oils safely for our kiddos? So we're predominantly talking about kids in these oil classes, but all these oils and products can be used for adults. But we just need to talk about dilution for kids, because that kiddos are smaller. They don't need as much essential oils as adults. So an easy way that I like to work it as is, say Finn is 10 years old. So if I was to make up what we call like a roller, so this is our topical application. This is 10 mils. I would put 10 drops of essential oil in here and top the rest with a carrier oil. So I go by his age, and I find that's the easiest. So 1 drop per year of their age. There are a lot of graphics out there that do percentages, but I can't work percentages out. So I just do 1 drop per age, and that's fine in a 10 ml roller. So if you had a 6-year-old, you would do 6 drops and then top up with carrier oil, okay? So that's how you want to work out your ratio. So for an adult, for this size roller, you could do 20 to 30 drops. So that is the difference. We want to use the oils 3 different ways. 2 are the ones I highly recommend. So the first one is diffusing. Okay, this is the quickest, simplest, just the most beneficial way to use your essential oils is aromatically through the nose, goes up through the olfactory system into the limbic system, that then hits the brain, and the brain goes, wow, you know, and then reacts and just gives you that whatever emotional behavior you're trying to anchor, that brain is going to latch onto that essential oil and provide that within 30 seconds. It is that quick. So we want to use the power of aroma to get the most benefit of our essential oil. So diffusing is one of the best ways. This is the pedal. This is the older style pedal. They have brought out a newer one. So you just fill your water up to the red dot and then pop your essential oils in, and then just choose your setting. I like the pedal because it does have like a little night light as well. So it's just a cool mist that comes out the top. The essential oil molecules are going to circulate the room. You're going to inhale the oils and reap the benefits from those oils straight away. So if you have not got a diffuser, get one. If not, get a few of them. You want them staggered around the house. So that is how we can use the oils aromatically. Topically, what I just briefly explained is applying the oils to us on our skin. So whether it is localized or systemic, whichever issue you're having, that's what you want to aim for. So we talk a lot about rollers. So this is a roller. It's got a roller top, and it's just a glass bottle. They come in different sizes, but the standard size is 10 ml. So we want to pop our essential oils in here when we want to apply something topically. top with a carrier oil, which I'll talk about in a minute, and then just apply the oil wherever you need it. So that's a great way to apply the oils topically. Kiddos love that way as well, but it's great to have on hand, in your handbag, ready to go. Another way is just to grab your carrier oil, which is a fractionated coconut oil, pop some pumps of carrier oil in your hand, put your essential oil in your hand, rub together, and then just apply wherever you need it. So that's your topical application. So when we talk about carrier oil, I like to use the fractionated coconut oil from doTERRA. It is not expensive, it's non-greasy, doesn't smell like coconut, doesn't stain your clothes, and it's really hydrating to the skin, but it actually makes your essential oils go further. So it doesn't make the oils weaker, it makes it go further, because if you were to put an essential oil on your hand neat, it would evaporate pretty quickly. But by adding some carrier oil to that and then spreading it, it just makes that application go further. So you always use a carrier oil, which also helps reduce skin sensitivity. Okay, so there are some ways to use the oils safely for our kiddos. So how can essential oils help your kiddos' active lifestyle? So we will cover a collection of oils, but we want to just talk briefly about why essential oils. We want to use essential oils. So essential oils are natural aromatic compounds found in roots, stems, seeds, bark, leaves, flowers of various plants from around the world. So a single drop of essential oil can have really powerful instantaneous results because they're quite pure and potent. Less is ideal. And what I really also encourage everyone to do is actually use their oils on a daily basis to get the most use out of them, and lead a proactive lifestyle. So what that means is we're not being reactive. We're not waiting for something to happen and then we use our essential oils for that reactive moment. We want to use them every day on a proactive basis and hopefully prevent anything from happening down the track, or help reduce the severity, or help hasten the recovery period. But we want to use the oils on a daily basis. They're no good just sitting in the cupboard waiting for that moment. You actually need to pull them out of your cupboard, take the lid off, and actually start using your essential oils. So essential oils can be uplifting, motivating, energizing. They can be calming, grounding, centering. Okay, so that we can use them for all different purposes, emotionally, mentally, therapeutically. It's just a matter of getting them out, taking the lid off, and using your oils every day. Get into the habit of using them every day, because they work very, very quickly and they work very, very effectively. And they are safe for the whole family to use. There are no side effects, no risk of addictions. They are very, very safe to use and very, very effective. And they're going to save you money. So they're not expensive. You might think, oh, they're expensive to start off with. They are not. When you think about how often you take your kids to the doctors, what that actually involves. So it's a matter of making that doctor's appointment, taking time off work to take your child to the doctor, the time it takes at the doctor because they're usually running late. What is your doctor prescribing for your kid? What sort of medication? So again, that's medication that's could be toxic to your little kiddo. You then go to the chemist, but you got to pay for the doctor for starters. You got to go to the chemist, get the script, so that's more money, more time. Then depending on what's happening with your kiddo, you may have to spend more days off work at home with your kiddo as they are recovering. So to me, that is quite an expensive exercise. But by using essential oils on a daily basis, you are more than likely going to reduce that expense. So I have not taken the boys to the doctors very often in the last 2 and a bit years. I think the last one was just last week. Cody had a ingrown toenail, but we were using our essential oils prior in the lead up because it looked like it was infected. So I just looked up some oils that were good for that. So we were treating that for a week prior with some foot soaks and some oils. And then by the time he got to the doctor's appointment, his toe didn't seem as infected and the procedure was quite easy what the doctor did. He tolerated the pain and his recovery is going really, really well. So yeah, we don't take the kids to the doctors. Andrew and I don't go to the doctor much because we are using our essential oils on a daily basis, or when we do get ill or our health is compromised, we grab our essential oils first. That's our first point of call, and then if need be, we'll go to the doctor. We're not silly, we're not anti-doctor, but our first port of call is using nature in the essential oils. All right, so let's get on with movement. Active, our kiddos are active. Daily activity and movement is vital for our young children's development. So it's any activity that is moving their body. So children need different amounts of physical activity at different ages, but it's really important now that they tend to sit on that technology a lot, that you balance that out with some movement of some sort. So our boys obviously like to be on technology on the weekends. They're not allowed on their technology before 12. So they're on there for a couple of hours, but in between those couple of hours, we'll actually get them moving. We'll actually take them outside, go for a walk, trampoline, basketball, anything like that, just to break that sitting down stage that they're at. So physical activity has lots of health benefits for our kiddos. It strengthens their bones, their muscles, their heart, their lungs. It improves their coordination, their balance, their posture, their flexibility, helps children stay at a healthy weight, reduces their risk of getting heart disease, cancer, type 2 diabetes later in life. So it's really, really important that we're setting them up now for their adult life. It is great for their well-being. So we want to help. Obviously, mental health is a huge issue at the moment. So exercise is great to help with their mental and emotional well-being. When children are active, they're most likely to feel confident and feel like they belong, particularly if you're doing community sport. I really recommend community sport. They're probably more relaxed. They sleep better because they're worn out. They concentrate better at school. I know I feel better if I exercise in the morning, then I just feel more energized throughout the day. Whereas if I don't do that in the morning, I feel like I've got brain fog pretty much, and it's horrible. It's a great way for your kiddos to make friends, to learn how to get along with others, learn to take turns, learn to cooperate, learn to listen to others, like the coach or the team manager or the umpire. It's great skill for your kiddos to learn to listen to a mentor or someone, an official, learning the rules and responsibilities as well. So what is physical activity? It involves moving their bodies pretty much. Everyday activities, active play, organised sports or exercise. So light physical activity could be just going for a stroll, which is what we just did with the boys before. Moderate physical activity gets children gently huffing and puffing. And then vigorous physical activity gets children huffing and puffing as well as sweating. So my kids do a kids class at my gym on a Tuesday night, and they are vigorous physical activity. And they tell me bit by bit every exercise that they did and they come back and they're sweating, their faces are flush, but you know what? They're happy. They're smiling, they're happy, and yeah, that's the end result. So how much physical activity do your children need each day? So the Australian guidelines say that children aged between 3 and 5 years should be physically active for at least 3 hours a day. That seems like a lot. This includes 1 hour of energetic play. So children aged 5 to 18 years should do at least 1 hour of moderate to vigorous physical activity plus several hours of light physical activity each day. And do this at least 3 days a week. And at least 3 days a week. This should include activities that strengthen muscles and bones. So any sort of body weight exercises, gymnastics would be fantastic, dancing and all that sort of stuff. So that might seem like a lot, but when you break it down into small blocks throughout their day, the key is that your child does enough physical activity across the whole day. So the more physical activity your child does and less sitting around, the better it's going to benefit your child. So sometimes, particularly probably now, that our kiddos are back playing sport after, COVID restrictions have lifted, like where we are. Kiddos are back playing sport. They can become injured as well. So we'll talk about some oils that you can use for that. But we also want to talk about emotional injury prevention. So some physical activity will improve your child's self-esteem and confidence. It'll help reduce anxiety and stressful feelings. But sometimes their feelings can get bruised and knocked about when they do activity as well. So, and probably more so in community sport, you'll probably see this happen quite a bit. So sometimes your child might not want to do a particular type of activity, so try not to force it. I know I was probably guilty of this. This year Finn wanted to play basketball, which is fine, and then so I wanted Cody to play basketball as well, because it was just easier if they just play the same sport. And Cody started training for basketball, and then COVID hit, and then obviously there was no sport. But when that they started back up, basketball started back up, Cody said he didn't want to play basketball anymore, and I was like devastated. I tried for like days to convince him to play basketball, but in the end he just no, I don't want to play basketball. I don't feel confident playing basketball. I want to play soccer. And me being me, it was all about me. I didn't want him to play soccer because I didn't want to stand out in the cold on a Saturday morning watching him play soccer. That's like really selfish. But in the end, I had to think what's best for him and what he feels comfortable doing. So he ended up playing soccer this year and did really, really well. So sometimes it's not about us and what we want our kiddos to do, that you need to make them feel comfortable in what they want to do. And then they're going to perform better anyway by doing something they want to do. But make sure you talk to them about it like I did with Cody. If your kiddo needs to build up some skills and confidence, try practicing with them at home prior or with some friends, or get them to do some clinics. My boys always do basketball, soccer clinics during the holidays to help build up their skills, so that when game day comes, they feel a lot more confident with what they're doing. Sometimes with community sport, there's a lot of criticism, abuse, or shouting from the sidelines from other players, spectators, coaches, or other parents. So physical activity is meant to be fun, and if the environment is not supporting your child, then it is okay to move on. Find another club, find another sport that is a lot more supportive and a lot more encouraging, okay, for your child, because you've got to think about their mental and emotional well-being. That is far more important than being at a club that is, say, the best club to be at, if it's not the right environment, okay? So you should just praise your child's efforts, and just just encourage and support them, but just always be mindful that it can be emotionally, mentally taxing on them as well. All right, so let's get on to some products. So we are going to talk about the Active Sports Wellness Box. So this is doTERRA's Active Wellness Box. specifically designed for active kiddos, active families, everything like that. This comes in a box like this. I actually bought this box for Andrew. Andrew is a runner. But I have since developed ways for our kiddos to use these products, and I use them on a daily basis as well. So let's get on to the products. So the first product in this box is Copaiba. So Copaiba is very soothing and calming to the emotions. So it can be applied topically to the skin. It can be diffused. They're my two favourite ways to use Copaiba. It's often used in massage to help soothe the body. I use this a lot. So after an active day, you can diffuse it to create that sort of calming environment. So Copaiba is great for any aches, pains or discomforts. But again, it's very soothing to the nervous system. So we're going to make something up with this to show you how to use it post-active. Yeah. So I use Copaiba a lot, actually. Next oil in the kit is lemongrass. So lemongrass smells definitely like lemongrass. It's got a very herbaceous, sort of lemony aroma to it. Gives you heightened awareness and increases positivity when you diffuse it. So it's ideal to promote an overall sense of emotional and spiritual well-being. It is, again, used a lot in massage therapy because it's great for any sort of inflammation within the body. So it's great for any muscle soreness. So again, I'll show you how to use that in a minute. I use this quite a lot. Next oil is one of my favourites. It's wintergreen. So I've been using wintergreen probably the last couple of weeks. Its main chemical component is methyl salicyate, which is quite often used in other muscle rubs that you can see at the supermarket or the chemist. So it's actually used quite a lot to help soothe sore muscles. When diffused, you can actually diffuse wintergreen. It has a really refreshing, uplifting aroma. It has a warming effect, and I don't know why it took me so long to realise this. Prior to me, I was using cooling essential oils prior to exercise, and I just find that wasn't helping. And then I switched to warming essential oils. So I've been using wintergreen and cassia as my combination with some fractionated coconut oil, and I put that on my legs and arms before exercise, and it has been amazing. So what I've since realized, that prior to exercise, you want a warming essential oil on your body first, and then after exercise, that's when you want to apply the cooling essential oils. So prior to exercise, what you can do with your kiddos, you can grab like a spray bottle, pump bottle, or a roller. Probably a spray would be easier because we want to probably spritz this on a larger surface area of their body, like their legs. Or you can just pop some, what I do, coconut oil in your hand, pop your wintergreen, a couple of drops of wintergreen, not too much, maybe 1 or 2 drops is all you need. Rub your hands together and then just massage the area of their body that they're going to work. So I'm actually going to use this on Finn this week. Give it a try, because he's got 2 days of basketball camps and then he's got 2 days of a basketball tournament on the weekend. I'm going to put that on his legs. Finn has mild cerebral palsy, so his calves are really quite tight. So I'm just going to warm up his calf muscles prior. So I really encourage you to start using some warming essential oils for pre-exercise, pre-activity. But wintergreen smells beautiful. The next one is, again, one of my favorites is Motivate. This is the encouraging blend. So this is a blend of essential oils that have been put together to promote feelings of confidence, courage, and belief. It is a blend of mint and citrus oils. Has a very uplifting and positive aroma. It's good when if your kiddos are feeling a little bit down, it's great to use to uplift the spirit. So it's great to diffuse. You can pop that on the bottoms of their feet, give them, put some oil in a roll on their feet to really get their day started. Diffuse. I actually pop it in a roller. It does come in a roller, like you can buy it in a roller already. But I actually keep this in my handbag, and before I go to the gym, I actually roll it on my chest and on my neck to just help me give that motivation to get moving. So it's a good one to use if your kiddos have been to school all day and have got some after school activity and they're just lacking that little bit of energy. You could even massage it on them as well, but just even put a drop in your hand or their hand. Get them to rub their hands together and inhale. And that's just going to uplift them, motivate, energize, focus and concentration and that clarity, and just that little pick-me-up that they need. Oh, that's beautiful. Anyway, so I use Motivate a lot, so I really encourage you to use Motivate. So the next oil in the kit is eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is great for the respiratory system. So obviously, being active, our kiddos need to use their respiratory system a lot, and some kids may actually struggle to breathe, or their airways are blocked. So this is great oil to use to support your kiddos' airways. So again, you can diffuse it prior to exercise, or I'm just going to show you now actually how to make a chest rub, and I'm actually going to use this on Finn this week to give it a try for Finn. He doesn't have any respiratory issues, but I thought this is a good opportunity to use it and see what happens. So I'm just grabbing an empty 10ml roller, my eucalyptus. Finn is 10, we're going to do 10 drops. And then we're going to top it with the fractionated coconut oil. When you get your fractionated coconut oil, make sure you buy a pump. You can buy them from any essential oil places online, but it makes filling up these rollers a lot easier. So just give it a bit of a shake, and then what you're going to do with your kiddos prior to exercise, you're just going to roll it on their chest, up and down their spine, or in the back of the neck, or on the throat, just to help open up their airways and help that breathing to happen. It also helps calm and balance them at the same time. If you don't have a roller, just get them to breathe straight from the bottle. Or again, pop a drop on their hands and get them to inhale that way to really open up their airways. So I'm going to try that on Finn this week. Also, if your kiddos struggle breathing of a night time, this is a great oil to diffuse of a night time. If your kiddos struggle to sleep, one of the reasons might be their airways. The airways might be blocked. So combine a calming essential oil like copaiba and eucalyptus together. So copaiba is going to calm the nervous system, help them relax, and eucalyptus is going to open up their airways. So at the same time, it's going to help promote that restful sleep because they're calm and their airways are clear. So that's a great combination to use. So that is eucalyptus. It is beautiful. Next is one of my favorite products, and this is a great product that the men in your life will actually like to use as well. So this is the Ice Blue Rub. It does have the Ice Blue Athletic blend in it. We do sell it as a separate oil blend. It is a cream with kiddos. Don't use a lot. It's just a topical cream. Has that cooling, I'm just going to wipe it on my wrist, has that cooling effect like a muscle rub does have, but this is your more natural solution. So that's what we are looking at today, switching out the normal toxic ingredients that you would get from the chemist or the supermarket, switching them out for a more natural solution by using your essential oils. That these do exactly the same thing. They're very safe for you and your kiddos to use. That's just going to help that Ice Blue Rub, any aches, pains or discomfort. It's great to keep on hand. Obviously, being in a tube, keep it in your handbag, gym bag, wherever you feel you might need it. So it has that cooling and then that warmth feeling. So you just pop it on the area that you need it most. What I like to do, I'm going to show you how to make a post activity spray. So just grab a spray bottle. I think this is a 30 ml bottle. It's a glass bottle. I just bought from an essential oil website. We're going to use lemongrass. Ten drops of lemongrass. I'm going to use copaiba. And then we're just going to top it up with the fractionated coconut oil. Okay, so you get the gist. Top it up with your fractionated coconut oil. Just give it a little zhoosh. And this is going to be your post-activity oil rub. Right, let that soak in. So that's any aches, pains, discomforts, inflammation in the body, any sort of muscle soreness, any tender areas. Let that soak in. Then what I want you to do is grab your ice blue rub. Grab a small amount and go over the top. So that's layering your products to just increase the intensity of that. Okay. Really, really simple, but really, really effective. So give that a whirl for your beautiful kiddos. So those are actually quite handy to have on hand when you are out and about, community sport or whatever. If your kiddo becomes injured throughout their activity, you can use those same products, the copaiba lemongrass and the ice blue rub, to pop on the area that they have hurt. If they've twisted their ankle, rub that on their ankle, and just that will help provide them with some quick relief. Maybe do that after they ice, if they need to ice the area, and then pop that on. So that's just going to aid them in that recovery, and then repeat that every half an hour for the next couple of hours. Okay, so with essential oils, you can use them little amounts, but often. We don't need to wait 6 to 8 hours between applications like you would with normal medication. We can use them for a really proactive approach to something. Use it every half an hour for 3 to 4 hours, have a break, and then repeat that process to really get on top of whatever the issue is. Because they're very safe and very effective to do so. So one second last product in this kit, there's quite a bit in this kit, is peppermint beadlets. Now I use this instead of, Andrew and I use these instead of chewy, but I also use these before the gym. So there's 2 ways you can take it. They are tiny, tiny little beadlets. They've got a 1/4 drop of peppermint essential oil in it. So I take them in my mouth to help open up my airways that way. But your kiddos probably won't want to do that because it's quite strong peppermint. What you can do is just burst them, like so, and then just rub the peppermint, it's got a carrier oil in it, onto their back of their neck, on their chest, on their temples, and it's just going to provide them with that amazing peppermint aroma, that energizing aroma, that really focused concentration aroma. I'm going to put one in my mouth and burst it in my mouth. But I just find it opens up my airways. So it's a great one to pop on the chest as well, but definitely on the back of the neck. So there's about 160 beadlets in here, but that's a great one to have as well. The whole family can use. So just, yeah, invigorates your senses, helps clear the nose as well. So the last product in this kit is the fractionated coconut oil, and that really allows us to use these oils topically to get the most benefit out of them. As I said before, it's really hydrating to the skin. It absorbs into the skin really well. It doesn't smell like coconut, non-greasy. colorless, odorless, and doesn't stain. So, and you can use that for massage as well. So your kiddos might need a bit of a massage after the activity as well, using any of those oils that we've mentioned. So there are lots and lots of other oils that you can use for active activity, but I just wanted to focus on the wellness box today, because I think in that box there's quite a number of products that you can use for you and your kiddos, and I've showed you a different couple of ways. If you want to, the box doesn't come with a diffuser, but I would definitely add one of those if you have not got one of those as well. So you can use those oils in that kit aromatically as well as topically. Particularly the eucalyptus, the Motivate, and the Copaiba. They're the oils that I would diffuse out of that range. So you can see there's a number of different ways you can use the oils. I've shown you a couple of different ways. So how do you get this collection? So if you are new to doTERRA and are interested in using any of these oils, they do come separately, or you can get them in the wellness box, which are then highly discounted. When you get started with doTERRA, there is a membership fee of $35, but that fee is waived when you actually buy that wellness box, the active wellness box, and then you get all those oils and the products at a discounted rate. Okay, and then what happens from there is you then have access to your own doTERRA account, online account, and you shop from your own account whenever you like. You buy whatever you like, and it gets shipped direct to you. You don't need to come to me to purchase anything. You just shop for yourself. So you can add, we can set you up. You just need to contact me or whoever sent you here today to help set you up your doTERRA account with that wellness box, if you want to start with that wellness box or any other oils that we've mentioned today, and we can do that as well. If you were to purchase the oils on their own, then the $35 membership fee would be in that. But you get all these beautiful products at wholesale prices, which is 25% cheaper than what you would buy them at a retail outlet. So that is one of the main benefits of having your own doTERRA account. And if you love your oils like I do, I buy them monthly. We buy a monthly box, and we use the loyalty rewards program, and so we get reward points back, which is a bit like doTERRA dollars, so that the next month we can use those points to get basically free product. We're using the points to purchase product, so we are not out of pocket as much as what we would be if we weren't in the loyalty rewards program. But if you already have a doTERRA account, then you can just add that active wellness box straight into your cart and have it delivered to you straight away. So just please sing out if you would like me to help you set up your account. That would be fine. So I've popped in the description of the event and on my Facebook page the order form. So if you don't have one already, this is what the order form looks like. It's there for you to print off. So with the active wellness box, it's not at the top, so you would need to write that here, active wellness box. And if you want to add the pedal diffuser, then you would add the pedal diffuser here as well. You just fill out your contact details, and then down the bottom is your credit card details. So you can just fill that out, take a photo of it and send it to me, and then we can process your order. So anyone that does do that sets up a new doTERRA account within the next 24 hours with me, will get a beautiful little gift from me for doing so. So that is from 3 o'clock tomorrow. If you send that through, you will get a beautiful gift from me. Then another document I popped in the event description is all the starter packs that you can get with doTERRA. The active wellness box is this one here. Again, just lists all the prices. So it is $194 wholesale, but that includes your doTERRA wholesale membership account. But doTERRA have a range of starter packs. So if the active wellness one is not for you, then you might want to look at the other ones, but they are there for you to have a look at. Or just message me and ask for some recommendations if you need those. So if you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments and I can reply to those later, or you can send me a direct message as well. So we're just going to move on to some basic doTERRA business information. Obviously, I run doTERRA as a business. I run a full-time business with my husband, so I run doTERRA on the side, and that's what suits us. It works well for us, and it's something that I can do for me, but something that actually benefits the whole family. And it works wonders. So I do workshops, in-person workshops, classes, and now since COVID is happening, we're doing a lot of these online, but we're quite happy to come to your home if you would like to run a class with 3 or 4 of your friends that you think would be interested in using essential oils within the home for their family, for their kiddos, then we can do that as well. Or if you prefer to run an online class with your friends and family, we can do that as well. But there are 3 ways you can do doTERRA. So one is if you've been listening and you know all the oils sound beautiful, or you have used the oils already, then you are a beautiful doTERRA customer that just wants to live naturally, live low tox. This brochure that you get in your starter kit is maybe one that you'll want to read. This is the brochure we go through with your one-on-one consult after you start your oily journey. So just target specific areas that you may want to address. So if rest and relaxation is an area you want to address within your home, that's the page for you, and just gives you some suggestions on other products that may help you with rest and relaxation. So this is a great brochure for those that want to sort of live naturally and low tox. But if you have been listening and have thought of some other people that these oils or products may benefit, then you may want to share the classes with them. You might want to tag them in these videos to so you can show them what they're all about, or you can, as I said, you can run your own in-home get together and I'll run the class, but you can actually benefit from doing that as well. So that's what we call sharers, people that just love the oils and love sharing with other people. It's just like recommending a restaurant to someone. You're basically doing the same, but you're just recommending the essential oils, but you can actually benefit from doing so. So read this brochure, it's all about that. Plus you can also contact me to organise a little get together. But if you have joined this live plus my other lives and workshops and thought I would love to do what Shannon does, then this is a brochure for you. And that's what I did when I went to, I think it was the 3rd workshop I went to. That's when I decided I can do what BJ and Chicane are doing. I can help get up and educate people on the essential oils, show them how to make the stuff, and my priority is sharing how to use the oils for kids. I'm very passionate about that. So you can do that as well. So this brochure might be good for you to read when you get it, the build guide. Just got some basic doTERRA information, but you will need to speak to myself or whoever shared doTERRA with you. Go to them and say, look, I'm really interested in learning more about how to run doTERRA as a business. You can run it part-time, hobby, or you can run it full-time and go away you go. You'll always get support as well. We've got a beautiful oily community that is very, very supportive, very, very encouraging. You learn lots from each other, plus there's lots of resources and tools, so you're not going to get left in the lurch. Once you get your essential oils, there's lots of ongoing training and stuff like that. But we have a beautiful oily community. It's gorgeous. So there, that's the basic doTERRA information. So upcoming classes. So this is oil class 5. Next Sunday is oil class 6, which is natural sensory solutions for kids. So it's those kiddos that are particularly on the spectrum, but for those that are struggling behavior wise, emotionally wise, parents just, you know, not sure what to do with their kiddos behavior, then this might be for you. So that's 2 o'clock next Sunday. Again, it'll just be a live video, so you can come back and watch the replay if you can't join me live. This Tuesday night I'm running just a natural wellness solutions for kids. So this is oil class 1. We're just going to focus on the kids collection. doTERRA have a specific kids collection, so I'm going to go through that on Tuesday. And then Thursday we might cover natural wellness solutions for the whole family, and that's talking about how to replace your cleaning cabinet, medicine cabinet, overall health and well-being of your whole family using the top 10 essential oils. So we'll do that on Thursday night, and both of those will be from 8 o'clock, and they'll just be a live video, so again you can watch the replay. So that's it for today, the natural active solutions for kids. As always, please sing out if you've got any questions, send me a private message, pop a comment in. You feel free to share this video with friends and family that you feel would benefit from this information. But thank you for joining me, and we shall see you all very soon. Bye for now.